Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of our Empire of Brazil campaign here in Victoria 2 with the Historical Project mod. In the last episode we grabbed Macronesia, or the Azores and Madeira from Portugal. You know, one step further in unifying the Portuguese crown under its rightful New World leadership. I mean, realistically, any sort of modern day United Kingdom of Brazil, Portugal, Angola, Mozambique, etc. would probably have its capital in Brazil. Not that that is ever going to happen, but it would be pretty cool if it did. Anyways, in this episode we're going to do... I mean, I'm sure we did a bunch of other stuff in the last episode too, but that's not massively important. In this episode we're going to do some sweet sitting around doing absolutely nothing. One thing I've been learning after playing the campaign as Turkey is that you actually lose infamy quicker if you have pacifism as your policy. Sadly, it seems we do not have any political party that is pacifist, so never mind, that's not super relevant for us. But yeah, Turkey has a really awesome liberal party that has pacifism, free trade, which gives you a really nice trade policy. Do I even have any... Oh shit, have I not been doing trade policies this entire game? Whoops. Yeah, this thing. So yeah, you can do economic nationalism, which increases the efficiency of tariffs, but if you have free trade as your policy, you can do the opposite thing, and you can get a massive bonuses to your taxes, and also have very low tariffs, which obviously boosts the economy when you need imports, which as Brazil we definitely do. And we were importing grain. What is that? It's like I feel like I failed as a nation when I have to import grain. Maybe the Portuguese have some grain that I can take. But yeah, right now we're just gonna have to wait for the... yeah, okay. That's none of my concern. Some darned thing in the Balkans. That's... Yeah, I'm gonna leave that to the Europeans. Even if I'm kind of trying to become European myself, I guess. Yeah, we need to have very low infamy before we can finish off Portugal here, so... We're actually getting some decent administration efficiency in our European territories, because there's so many Brazilians here at this point. Fucking 26%, 29% Brazilian, and a bunch of British and other random immigrants. I guess that, yeah, if you have... Yes, we're getting, yeah, we're not really getting that many immigrants, although no one is actually. Although maybe if these guys get themselves into some cancerous Great War, that would be good for us. But yeah, I guess like, quote-unquote immigrants to the New World might actually just end up settling over here, which is why we have all these minorities. I'm not entirely sure. Still interesting. No Portuguese people in the New World though. Although I assume if they were to migrate, they would just assimilate immediately. Well, let's see. Hungarian liberation, okay. Liberation of Österreich. Really? You're gonna start this massive war over fucking Burgenland? I can respect that though. It's a beautiful province that must be acquired. An integral part of Hungary after all. Anyone who says anything different is just wrong, objectively. So we got UK versus France. That's good. I like them. I like the idea of them fighting each other. Liberation of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Is that the flag of Bosnia-Herzegovina though? That looks much more like the flag of Montenegro, but what do I know? I guess maybe that's the Bosnian communist flag actually. That might just be the case. Yeah, it doesn't look like France has many legs to stand on here. We will ally with Spain, of course. Oh, they're a great power actually. Who knows how long that will last after the hordes of Spaniards have died in the Pyrenees. Once again though, hashtag not my problem. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, Treaty of Petropolis. All countries that have a core on Taranuka. Is that this thing? Yes, Acre. Yeah, we will do that. No more course that isn't Brazilian. I haven't taken this province yet though, and I don't think I ever will, because of this awkward little border right here that makes... that would make my border look uglier if I took it. Borders must take priority over over you know, actual new lands. Very important. This is the 4th fucking time I've gotten this Brazilian citizens attacked in Peru event. But I really can't afford the 2 infamy to deal with it. Not good. Yeah, bordering fascists just give you... Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to ally you anymore. To hell with you. I don't know if being allied to you is like the reason we're... like that I'm constantly getting these events, but I'm sick of it. I feel like fascist nations that are friendly to other nations shouldn't bitch at you, especially when I own them basically with my sphere. A lot of fascism in South America actually right now. Not going to stop me from trying to sphere them all, of course. Doing pretty good with the sphering in South America. We have everything except Colombia and Chile. Might even be able to steal Colombia, I don't know. The canal has been built, so presumably the Americans won't have that much of a motivation to keep things around anymore. Okay, so that took a while, but we finally have a small enough infamy amount to where an invasion of the now fascist Portugal, also that's quite a bit more troops than I saw last time. I don't think they had an army last time I invaded. Let's bring some more boys over. That should help out the situation. So for those who do, what's this? Oh yeah, I switched over to the reactionaries for the sake of the fabrication. But for those who don't know why I can actually annex Portugal at this point, it's because Portugal, whilst they still have their grand colonial empire, dismantle nation on Austria. Sure, I guess I'll take it, but it is of limited concern to me. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, as long as a state only has one state left and no and all the other... You really want me to fucking dismantle Austria? Is it the Swiss who are being angry? I can see that. I guess they're being colonized by the Czechs. Sure. Whatever you want, mate. But for the time being, I want to focus on this. Yeah, let's bring some more troops. Let's not dilly-dally. Yeah, I've been making some tanks and airplanes. I never have been able to decide whether or not those are actually good or not. I'll say I need to fund the army. Not that that's something for me to decide, but you know, I've never understood how good or not good they are. Let's see, and where did the Portuguese... Yeah, okay, they built their port on Madeira. So let's get our fighting navy here. Choose a trade policy. Sure. And technology. Get some... I probably should have gotten those techs earlier to get the experience bonus, but... I mean, really, does it matter that much at this point? I don't think it does. Let us put an end to this meme. Once and for all. And remove the draft, I guess. I don't see myself drafting anyone at this point. See, hopefully I won't actually... shit, did we just charge in? Oh, fuck it. How much tech can they possibly have? You know? Oh shit, we're actually taking quite a lot of losses here. Oh god, oh fuck. Oh god, oh fuck. Well, that's one way to make this war last an unnecessarily long amount of time. Really? What the fuck? Okay, well, trench warfare and all that, I guess. Start propaganda campaign. Nah, we're cool. Oh, Venice. Okay, well, get more troops, get more troops. Maybe I jumped the gun on the whole no more need for mobilization. Could have done with some nice meat shields here. And the Portuguese Navy is killing my transport. No! Stop, stop! Alright, I lured them into an attack here, so this time we should have the advantage with our glorious 4 defense general. Let's see if we can surround them. And... oh yeah, I forgot you actually have to, you know, surround them in the province, or like, you know, you controlling a province is not enough to count as a surrounding. Fuck, been playing too much Hoi 4, man. Hey. Well, so yeah, Colombia dropped out of the sphere of the Americans. I don't know why, but they did. Spain too has dropped out of great power after they got dismantled, so securing these lands will be for the best. They're not willing to join me though. So now let's see if we'll have to do some colonial adventures. Man, if only I just didn't lose that battle in the beginning. Nah, okay, well, time to go invade some colonies. Oh, thank memes. So I basically had to occupy all of the Portuguese Empire with the exception of Liaofu and Macau. Everything else had to be taken. Ah, I guess I forgot about this thing. Oh, well, still. Portugal is gone. Very nice. And with it, we get all of their colonial empire. Feels good, man. Now, I will promise nothing, although I guess I don't necessarily have to promise anything. Let me just quickly click these buttons. Also, yeah, we're dealing with a massive civil war in our homeland right now. So that's fun. But no, give me a second. And here we go, I figured it out. So we are no longer the Empire of Brazil. We are the Empire of Brazil, Portugal. So I was originally going to use the flag from the United Kingdom of Brazil and Portugal in Hoi 4, but with the without the square or with the circular flag here, it basically just looked like the exact same as the normal Brazilian flag. So I went with this sort of Austro-Hungary type of flag. I had to squish it a bit though to make it more. If I spend more time on this, I could make it look nicer, but. It's fucking 31. I'm doing this mostly for the memes. Nothing has changed though. I'm still just Brazil. I just changed cosmetics. I'm not actually like giving myself Portuguese accepted or anything. Because that would just be cheating. Reasonable cheating in my mind, but cheating nonetheless, and I don't want to do that. I do think just changing cosmetic shit like this though is fine. In my humble opinion. So yeah. I was, not gonna lie, I was kind of like, the original plan was to do this a bit earlier so I could spend more of the game as the Empire of Brazil Portugal, but yeah, that didn't happen, so feels bad, man. We do, however, have one goal left, and that is to grab France's colony in Guyana. We have Britain as an ally, we have, I mean, I might actually make this a state at this point. I don't think we're going to be able to get these as majority Brazilian by the end of the game. So let's just do that before any rebels take any things and make it difficult. Yeah, I don't know. I have everyone set on auto rebel hunt, so they should be able to deal with this. I hope. I say I have everyone set on rebel hunt. I'm realizing I don't actually have that, but now I should have. Yeah, we do still have troops over here who we need to get home. Let's prioritize that. If you're wondering why I'm not invading France right now, it's because Britain and Germany all have truces with the French. So I'm waiting for those to end. Probably actually lower taxes quite a bit right now. Although if there's anything I should be lowering, it's my tariff. I wish I could lower it further, but yeah, I don't know why my economy all of a sudden became so good. I guess having some colonies doesn't really hurt, does it? Maybe we're finally getting that grain. No, we're still importing grain, of all things. Oh wow. Oh well. Hey, precious good in Macau. Yeah, we actually have a core on that. I don't know if Portugal had one. We got an event where the Qing asked for it, but obviously we said no. They haven't done fuck all. Do they have cores on this? No. Well then what are you on about? Oh yeah, no, Portugal definitely did already have cores on it. Interesting that the oh yeah, I need to remember that this is actually a Brazilian core now. I did not know Brazil could get cores on Macau if they took it. That might be a generic thing though, and not people should be free to drink. That's fucking right. Would be a party poop. Suicide charges into French jungles in Guyana requires some motivation. Also, dude, you were fascists, then you Yeah, you can see on this screen specifically how like how squished these things are. You can see a bunch of other imperfections too, but once again, couldn't be arsed. Yeah, they were fascist, then they had a thaw and became democracy, and now they're fascist again. Come on, dude. Work this out. Oh, for fuck's sake, you guys just had a revolution. I don't want to give in any of these things. Well, I guess I should give free press, actually. Maybe then these guys won't shit themselves quite as much. Oh, what's this? Production in Brazilian Angola. So I finally remembered that you have to click the organized colony decision to get this. So we can actually... Oh. Oh, okay, so these are all the same thing. Tobacco... Yeah, so this is neat. You can like choose what you need. What do I need? Tea, grain and wood. Can I see somewhere how much tobacco? Ah, fuck! It doesn't fucking matter at this point. I like the thing that becomes iron though. That's nice. The companies know what best to do. Do I get to do that for all the things? No. Oh no. Okay, get some nice things here. Get some rubber. Yeah, should make most of the jungles we have. And Mozambique we didn't get to change anything. No, still, that's neat. This is less neat. Yes, yes, very slow CB generation, I get it. Let's help out our buddies over here. I very much intend to drag the Spanish into the upcoming French war. Very nice. Everyone will join me. United Kingdom, German Empire, United States of America. Oh, I forgot I was allied to them. Am I still? Okay. Oh, doesn't hurt. This might even become a great war. If, because I think Austria became a great power again. Yeah. Yep, third great war. This time we're gonna actually do some participation. Yay! Get in there, get those mountains before the Frenchies get them. And also, yeah, Catalonia was not allied. The Basques were though. Oh shit. We are being attacked! Not good! Get some boys in there. Level 4 defense, totally planned that. Absolutely. Why would you possibly doubt me? You're going to Bordeaux, so we're going to follow into... Not that, because I don't want to be on the attacking side. Keep grabbing these mountains though. Situation is honestly not that good. We're finishing off the whole Guyana meme. Trying to get some blockades going as well. I don't know if the French have much of a navy, to be honest. No, they have fuck all. Damn it, so much for me spending this entire game building my, like, my glorious navy. And in the end that I didn't even really need it. Oh well, let's get those blockades going. Guess it'll be good for that. Yeah, the Basque are out of the war, but somehow the French got this province, and now we kind of have this hole in our line, bringing more forces over to Europe. Because Germany honestly isn't doing that well either. Mexico though. Oh no, that's not an insignificant amount of Mexicans. It's mostly Britain though, finally doing some landings. Yeah, Poland, Austria. They're fighting quite the multi-front war there. So we gotta actually make sure we do our part here. Alright, here we go. Those are the more along the lines of the numbers I wanted when fighting France. Got our mountains back too. Let's make sure we bring more bice over. Okay, no, I don't actually mind this war being a bit spicy. I feel it is almost a bit appropriate that we actually have one real spicy war. And this would... Oh fuck, now there's this hole in my line. Well, let's make sure we at least hold the mountains. Oh, wait, what? Nah. Really? But I was gonna dismantle France! No! Ah. Game! Ah. Never mind, the war was fucking boring. Well, fuck you, game! Yeah, Britain was the war leaders. I didn't have enough war participation. That's why I also desperately wanted to take more shit in France. But yeah, I didn't have enough participation, so I couldn't add war goals. Oh, fuck off! Oh well. Well, that's it, folks. We're gonna just write it into the last date, and then we're gonna do the whole let's have a look and see what's been going on in the world, and then that'll be it. Then I'll have to try and figure out how to mod my game so that Brazil doesn't look like this anymore. Alright. I swear, every time I do a cut, I start the new thing by saying, alright. It's only, like, I always forget that I do that and I need to stop, but every time I edit these, I notice and I'm like, oh god. how is the comment section not making fun of me for this? Anyways though, the game is done. So let's have a quick look and see what we have achieved. So of course we are the Empire of Brazil Portugal, also known as just Brazil, because this is just a reskin, a cosmetic change, as I hope I made clear. I am pleased with these borders. I hope that the comment section accepted me cheating myself this province, because I feel like the borders would have looked a lot, not a lot, but noticeably worse without this province. I know this is definitely like a, from what I've seen in other Let's Plays, the big brain annexation of Venezuela is not the most common thing people seem to do as Brazil. People are more fond of finishing off Bolivia, but I had this grand vision. I just uploaded the first episode of this Let's Play like 2 hours ago or so. And one of the comments I've gotten was that I should try and get the Guyanas, so... Alright, I found a comment. Sam Sprout. Take the partitioned lands by the Europeans. Yeah. Take Guyana, he said. Spare everything else in South America. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't quite achieve that. I'm sorry, Sam Sprout, but Chile just really wanted to be friends with the Americans. And Ecuador could never really decide if they wanted to be communist, fascist, or a democracy. And so I honestly just gave up. At a certain point I got sick of it all. So, I got close. And yeah, we also never got this province, which I know we could have gotten a core on, but once again, because of this little sliver of territory here, I decided against that. And then, other than that, of course, we have our Portuguese territories. Becoming, let's see, no stripes, sadly. But, yeah, look at that, 34% Brazilian in Bahia. Also, yes, a guy said I was going to stop, or I should stop trying to pronounce these things like Spanish. So yeah, sorry if I've been butchering Portuguese, or as he implies, I very much have been butchering Portuguese this entire playthrough, and I'm sorry about that. I will apologize, but I will make absolutely no promises regarding improving. And yeah, if you're wondering why my infamy has been going up the last couple of years in game, is because I finally decided to accept those coring decisions. Sadly, none of them actually fired, so we didn't actually get any more cores, but they're all there. Portugal did actually expand a bit though. They actually got this territory, which they don't start with. I don't remember if... Let's see, what's the No, that's French, okay. Yeah, I don't remember if they used to own some of this shit, but still, this is not Portuguese in the beginning, and it is now. Or it was. Now it's Brazilian, but still, there you go. Yeah, other than that, we have the Portuguese Empire. They did okay though. I mean, they did get get and keep the Flores Islands, which Portugal, I don't know if they had those historically. I assume they did, but they did eventually sell them to Indonesia. Got Macau, of course. We got Goa, which I forgot to mention earlier. And yeah, it's all quite nice. Oh wow, look at this. The empire is not actually nearly as Portuguese as I've seen it been earlier. Normally this province of Sena is majority Portuguese, but in this playthrough it isn't. Very sad. Oh, well, I mean, then again, we're a multicultural empire. We don't actually accept Afro-Brazilian though, which in hindsight, I'm sure someone is going to be... by the time you watch this, someone will have pointed that out in the comments, but you get a special decision for the... Ooh, I should have done that. Oh well, too late. But there's a special decision to abolish slavery, or at least make it like freedom of womb. And I think that's the decision that gives you Afro-Brazilian as an accepted culture. So I kind of jumped the gun a bit when I abolished slavery. So yeah, I guess the logic is make sure you wait a bit before you abolish your slavery, because if you do, you accept black people as your culture. Not quite sure how I see the logic there. Surely the more quickly you release them from slavery, or then again, maybe you need to like invent... Maybe the culture needs to be developed to become more accepting of differences and all. But yeah, we are a multi-continental empire, you know, we have people of African descent all over the place, obviously, you know, in Africa as well. I mean, this is basically like the dream of the sort of Estado Novo regime in Portugal, like a multi-continental, Portuguese-speaking, but multi-racial, multi-everything empire. Like in Africa, a person born, like a black person born in Africa, could technically become the president of Portugal during that regime. Realistically, that was never going to happen because, you know, racism, but still. That's enough talk about that though. So yeah, there's our empire. Pretty good. Let's have a look at the rest of the world. Europe looks pretty standard, with the exception of Austrian annexation of Switzerland and the German enclave of Neuchâtel, slowly being turned North German. Yeah, no, you see dismantled or, you know, free Catalonia and free Basque Country pretty often. Mostly they spawn through rebels though, and not oh shit, lag spike, and not through dismantlements, but still. Middle East, pretty standard, once again with one exception, that being Greater Persia, who straight up annexed Afghanistan. Go Persia. And yes, Dutch Arabian Gulf. I guess they wanted that oil. I can get that. Ethiopia has no actual Ethiopian territories. I know these are Ethiopian cores, but obviously this today is Eritrea. So it's kind of funny that what is today Eritrea is just called Ethiopia. Oh shit, Congo is independent. I guess maybe that happened during the Great War. Oh shit, could I have annexed them? No. Oh yeah, no, they're civilized. And they're not even white minority rule. They're actually just straight up native. Dang. Move aside, Ethiopia. We've got a new native state. I mean, there's also Niger and Senegal, although I think these are... No, that's Dutch, of all things. And this is French. So this is the only... Oh yeah, there's also Wari, who never got annexed for some reason. They've been protected by the British all game, and... yeah, the British never got the event to annex it. I don't know why. And so Germany has Fernanda Po. I don't know when they got that. I guess during the dismantlement of Spain? Were they on the... I don't know. I don't remember. Don't really care either. Yeah, Japan, normal, except for this little cancer bit. Normal. North America, painfully normal. Let's have a look at the diplomatic map mode. As I said, I did try to core some more territories. Never did succeed though. We did get those earlier cores on Alto Paraguay. I mean, this shit is... Yeah, there's not even a single Paraguayan person left. Only some Guarani. I guess, no, they do actually accept them, I think. So, I guess maybe those would be considered Paraguayans, but still. Glorious integration. I guess the next interesting map mode would be the culture map mode. So yes, we did get to integrate quite a lot of our empire. Yeah, look at that. Even in the few years we held French Guyana, we got some nice Brazilian majority over here. Sadly, this province used to have Brazilian stripes. I think, maybe it didn't actually. I forget. But yeah, we were able to Brazilianize Venezuela quite good. Same with the rest of the Guyanas. The chunks we grabbed from Bolivia as well as Paraguay, which only has the capital city now being majority Platinian or Paraguayan. Did try to grab some of this Entre Rios, or we did grab Entre Rios, but the Brazilian colonization Yeah, in provinces with like very big pops, like a couple of these, it just wasn't realistic. I am also very saddened by the fact that we never was able to turn this place Brazilian, because I had to wait so long before taking this. But oh well, you can't win them all. I don't see anything abnormal in Europe. Turks are blobbing out, they have a fondness for that. Yeah, a couple of Irish enclaves in Britain. That's totally normal for some reason. The Russians haven't done too well though. I guess maybe these Russians living over here have been assimilating into Kazakh maybe. Maybe that's why there are so relatively few of them at this point. I do not know. Ooh, Japan actually had got all of Sakhalin. And they have very much made it into a Japanese place. So, there you go. An extension of the Japanese Isles. Good for you, Japan. Of course, we have British Sikkim. We always get British Sikkim. I guess, yeah, because they have a relatively small amount of people and tea, so it doesn't take too much. It doesn't take too much motivation to. Yeah, I mean, there's no natives. Yeah, there's 8% Tibetan. Fucking immigrants from the British African colonies are outnumbering the natives at this point. Ah, British colonialism, glorious indeed. A couple of British enclaves in Yemen, of all places, as well. Yeah, opium and tea. That's what the British colonists are out after, I guess. Central Africa is, as always, reasonably well colonized. Not as well colonized as I've seen it been before, but yeah, it is also one of those relatively low pop areas that have a tendency to become majority European. Same with Botswana or Bechuanaland. Not too much French colonization this time. No majority French provinces that I can see, really. I don't know, France. Gotta step up that game. Yeah, a surprisingly small amount of awkward French-Canadian enclaves as well. I don't know. And fucking hell, Montreal and Quebec City are all becoming majority English-speaking. Step it up, French-Canadians, step it up. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Guess we can have some look at the states. Yeah, the British have made a couple of states in Africa. Sikkim is a state. This is not a state for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any other. I guess maybe population map mode. 1.3 million people in Rio de Janeiro. That's a thing. Yeah, that's probably the biggest city in South America. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Unless like a couple of nations have like insane immigration, that's generally the case. Does it beat like... It doesn't beat New York, does it? No, it does actually, yeah. Rio de Janeiro is bigger than New York. And Paris. Although Paris is generally rather small in this game. Yeah, bigger than Constantinople. Just smaller than... yeah, just smaller than Cairo, though. Oh well, neat. Details, schmeetails. Regardless, let's wrap it up here. And I'll see you in my next playthrough, which I can say now is going to be the Ottoman Empire. Although I might actually start uploading that before this finishes, to sort of create some nice variety on the channel. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. You guys would know, wouldn't you? So yeah, thanks more for watching this playthrough.